Hi, my name is George Garcia. Here to tell you guys a little bit about baitcaster reels. Don't let them scare you. Actually, they're very good for freshwater and saltwater fishing, as long as you have them set right. If you don't have them set right, yeah, you're going to have a bunch of problems and a bunch of birds' nests. And it's going to be no fun for you fishing. So I'm going to show you guys how to basically set the spool control so it doesn't backlash on you and cause you a big pain, because nobody wants to get out there and lose all their line because it's backlashing. So this is how I do it. As you can see here, I got like 4 or 5 different reels. This one, basically you don't need to spend a whole lot of money to buy one of these reels. Actually, you know, I bought these, a lot of these I bought at flea markets and at pawn shops, used. You know, they're real good shape. I guess, you know, somebody didn't know how to use them or something and maybe pawned them. But, you know, they're really good reels. I personally, I fish with the Daiwa Millionaire. It's the 4HM series, and it's a very, very nice reel. Once you get this thing dialed in and set right, you'll have absolutely no problem fishing. The drag, of course, is very good on these reels. You know, it's not any kind of beginner's reel, but it's, you know, with enough time and enough practice, you could get used to casting it. And like I said, once you got them dialed in, you'll do just fine. The 6000 series by Garcia, Abu Garcia, is another one that I really like. These are good for redfish. A lot of redfish guys use a little bit bigger one than this, but the 6000 series is a pretty big reel. This is an Ambassador 5000, and basically you can see that there's not much difference in the 3 of these reels. You know, some are smaller than others, but you know, they basically operate the same. I mean, the spool control's there, the drag control's there. On all these reels is basically the same. I like the Garcia series, but I really like this this Millionaire. If you can find one, I would suggest to pick it up. They're really excellent reels. I really enjoy mine. But anyway, let me go ahead and show you guys how to set the spool control on this and show you how this is done. What you do is you have your lure on there, which I'm going to run this down here and show you. You know, I just got a regular top water plug on there. It's not very heavy. And it's pretty, you know, just a regular old Heaton Zero Spook kind of deal, but it's a top water lure. I've caught a lot of fish with this actually, so you know, if you guys or ladies out there take a look at this, and you know, you can buy it at Holy Mackerel Tackle over here in Pinellas Park. Those guys are really good and knowledgeable, can help you set up these reels if you really need a hand. They're really knowledgeable people. But today I'm going to try and show you how to set this up. So let's do that right now. What I do on mine is I take and push. I push the bail so it's open like that. Now the bail's open. The spool will move freely like that. And then what I do after that is I reel it almost all the way to the tip. Let me show you where I'm at there. I'm probably, you know, that far from the tip. The reason why I like to leave a space like that is because you don't want to run the lure all the way up in here. It really tends to ruin the eye on the rod, and it tends to, you know, get caught up in there sometimes if the eye on the lure is too big. So yeah, just run it about an inch or 2 away from the tip of the rod. Now, what I was saying was push the drag in. I mean, push the bail in, and then just let go of the spool completely. And this little dial here on the side, right here, that controls how your spool how freely it moves. And if you have your bail open and you push the button in, like I said, to open the bail, and your spool doesn't move, it's too tight. You want that lure to drop to the floor at a really slow rate. So what I'm going to do is back this off a little bit. And it's almost there. And what you want it to do is hit the floor and not backlash like that. See how there's a loop, a line here? You don't want that happening at all, because that's a sure sign that it's going to backlash once you get out in the water. And you really don't want that. And as a matter of fact, it caused a pretty good little knot there. So what you want to do is you want to reel it all the way back up again, and then push your bail in. Now, before I had it way too loose, so what I'm going to do is tighten her up just a hair. I mean, you don't even have to go quarter of a turn. And you want it to drop, and you want this spool to stop. That's the key thing, is to get this spool to stop once that lure hits the floor. And the one that you're going to use on the lake is the one you want to set this with, because if you don't, your actual spool control won't be set right when you put a different lure on there. You have to constantly adjust it if you're switching lures a lot. But just play with it. Make sure you have it just about to where it falls real slow, hits the floor, and this spool doesn't move, just like that. As a matter of fact, I got this thing just about perfect, just like that. Beautiful. And really, it's not going to shorten your cast any. You can adjust it as you go, but I would suggest just getting it down pat in the house, because once you get out there, you don't want to be playing with it. So, my name is George Garcia, and there'll be a lot more stuff on this, so watch for me on YouTube, a lot more stuff. And just keep in touch, guys. Thank you very much.